we're back. Look at that. Is that pretty or what? Risen up about twice its normal, original size. Not normal. Now, we got to mash it back down. Get it back in there. And what we're going to do is mix it up good because there's a little butter on the outside. That yeast has been working hard. I'm not going to make you look at my face for this. You just watch this. That's probably on every hillbilly's tombstone in the South. Hey y'all, watch this. That cardamom's looking good in there. Table's been cleaned, nice and clean, scrubbed and sanitized. A little flour down there. So on the rolling pin. And then we're going to try to get about 1/3 of this out. If we can get it to cooperate and come out in a chunk of about 1/3. I'm not going to bother with the scale. We'll just guess it. And we're going to put it down there. Flour it up really good. Mash it out a bit. This is the fun part here. What we want to do is try to get a fairly decent rectangle there. Then we use the old mash it pin, mash it out. Make it look good. That yeast has been working. Tell when that yeast is working, the air's in there. Now, I have had some problems with sugar lately, so this is probably the last thing in the world I need to be making, but I don't eat that many of them anymore. Have one now and then. Just spread it out really nice. Make it look kind of like a rectangle anyway, close. How thin you get it's up to you. Thin or thick as you want it. And then let me get over here. Forgot to get this. It's part of the secret ingredients. There's all these secret ingredients right here. Butter. I'm going to take some of that butter off there. And yeah, I use my fingers a lot. I'm from the South. Can't help it. It's what we do. Now, try to soften that butter up some because it's not, we don't want it to tear the fabric of our pulla there. Get it spread fairly evenly. Could be a little warmer, but we can solve that problem. The dough is warm. And then comes the fun part. In just a minute here, we'll get to the fun part. I'm going to get it all the way out to the edges. And yes, I just walked away like you weren't even there, but that's okay. This is the super secret stuff. See, we don't tell anybody what's in this. This is the good stuff. You make a comment and ask me, I'll give you the recipe, but it's not something we want just everybody knowing about. Spread that around liberally, and then we're going to pick it up and start rolling it. Roll it nice and neat. Oh, these are going to be big boy. Maybe we'll stretch it out a little bit. That stretching action there. Make it a little longer. The bigger you roll it, the bigger your pulla's going to be. We're going to put this under there. We're going to go over here in this drawer. Get the knife we forgot to get. Now we got to move things around a little bit. I told you, if you want them neat people, you don't want to do this. Baking pan, parchment paper. We're going to cut some pulla, just like that. Oh boy. That's looking good. Cut us a few more in. It's not rocket science. Kind of do it thick as you want to do them, thin as you want to do them. And then we put them on the pan. Put about 4 in a row. Yeah, we'll go 5. They're not that big around. We'll go 5 in a row. What do you think? And cut some more. We don't want them too big. We're going to give them to children. And we don't know what happens when you give children too much sugar. And we'll give them to them right before we send them home. That'd be good. That's what grandparents do. Just before the child goes home, give them a Coca-Cola and a chocolate bar. No, I wouldn't do that. This is one fine pulla recipe. We got some from the store the other day. We didn't know if we had any in the freezer. That's a small one. That's okay. You get all different sizes. You know. There's a little one. We put him right there. Might get more in this row. I don't know. Nah. We go 5 in that row. All right. That's 3rd of it. Set him down there out of the way. We got to get dirty again here. Now it's really good. We got some of that secret sauce on the table. Put some flour down there. Come here, big guy. Break that in half about. Look at that. Ooh, that's good looking dough. I'm here to tell you, there's butter in it. Cardamom. I'm gonna get in trouble though with She Who Rules because I forgot the raisins. But since we're gonna hand them out, that might not be a bad thing. Not everybody likes raisins. See, I am more than a pretty face. I can bake. I can cook. My grandma taught me to cook. Every man needs to know how to cook. You just need to. Don't be getting left out in the cold. You end up nobody to cook for you. You go hungry. That ain't good. If you can do math, you can cook. It's just that simple. Nothing but putting the right stuff together in the right proportions. There we go. Oh man, that looks good. That looks good enough to eat, doesn't it? Ooh, yeah. That's some good stuff here. These corners out there a little bit. Close to a rectangle anyway. Yep. It's looking just right. Some more of this butter here now. Put it in there, warm it up some. That's just what I do. That's just what I do. Warm it up a little bit. Spread it around. Plenty of butter. Need to catch your butter on sale. You're going to make this pulla. End up using about 1 kilo for it over with. Pretty close. But the butter is what makes it good. Now, what we'll do when we get through with all these things, we're going to put this in the warm spot over there. And while I'm posting part 2 of Finnish pulla, it'll be proofing, and then I'm gonna come back. Super secret stuff then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you the last step before the good stuff happens, where we bake it. There we go. Got enough of that. Roll them up, put them in the pan. I wish I could remember what song that is. It's a kid's nursery rhyme, I think. Somebody might know. Tell me if you do. I'd kind of like to know. Something to do with Baker Man, I think. Baker Man rolling them up. Oh, stretch him out. Come on. Yeah. Stretch out there a little bit. That looks good. We're going to hack it up again. Mash it up. Hack it up. Put it in a pan. If you're going to do this, and this, I like this in Finland. The ovens come with baking pans that fit on the rack of the oven, on the rack holder, I guess you would call it, and just slide right in there. I never thought about it, but it's a pretty good idea, I think. You're going to need 2 pans to get all this on, unless you choose to do something different. I think this recipe originally calls for a braided pulla, which is okay. It's alright, but these are like 1 piece, 1 snack, I guess. There we go. Yeah, so we're getting bigger. We're going to 4 on the road now. So that's what we got to do. Alright. Oh, hang on. Oh, look at that. Man, that's looking good right there. Put that in over there. Start on the second pan. I told you, we're going to make pulla. If you want the recipe, you just comment to me. I'll give it to you. What are you going to do here? 2 giant? Nah, we'll do 3 small ones. We're going to feed the hungry children. We'll do smaller ones for them. They're not hungry. I love that about the Finnish school system. There is no hungry child in that school. Every day they go to lunch and they get their lunch. And there's no charge to them. There's no issues about free lunch and blah, blah, blah. You hear a lot in the U.S. about free lunch. And children going hungry during school because they can't afford to buy lunch. That's wrong. That's wrong. No child should go hungry and watch other children eat. Just shouldn't happen that way. All right, watch watch this, y'all. We're gonna roll him out. Roll him out, put him in the pan. Yep. Last one. Oh, we're going on about 14 minutes. That's okay. I don't like making long videos because I don't know about y'all, but 10, 15 minutes is kind of my attention span sometimes. You get up them 45-minute, an hour long videos. I don't know, you get bored. You move on to something else. I kind of like to keep y'all entertained for a short period of time and then let you go on about your business. This one's not cooperating very well. But we'll get there. Got to get there because we got to do it. Tell y'all what happened. I was going to do this for you last week. I'll tell on myself now. I was going to do this last week. And normally, because I am old and I'm old school, and the reason that being, because my grandma taught me to cook, and my grandma was raised on a farm. And when you're raised on a farm, you have fresh eggs, you always crack your egg in a cup first. Well, the reason for that being, I don't have to explain, they could be fertile eggs, or they could be an egg that was there longer than you thought it was. So, usually I crack my eggs into a cup. But on this particular day, last week, exactly 1 week ago today, I decided to do a video about making pulla. And I had almost exactly a half a liter of milk in the refrigerator. And I put my milk in my pan. I put my sugar and salt and everything. And I thinks to myself, Seth, well, you're cracking eggs in a cup. And Seth didn't listen. So I had all my ingredients ready. And instead of cracking that cup into a pan, or into a cup, cracking the egg into a cup, not the cup into a cup, I just decided I'd crack it right into that pan of milk and cardamom and sugar and salt. And imagine my displeasure when I cracked that egg and immediately realized it was rotten. I had no more milk. I had been to the store already, being as I'm the house husband, and that's one of my house husbandly duties, to go to the store. And to say the least, I was not a happy camper. So, you had to wait an extra week for your pulla lesson. Because I poured the stuff out and went to watch TV. I know that's never happened to anybody else in the world, so. Alright, we're gonna cut them first. I gotta have some water. I'm sorry. Told you wouldn't have to look at my ugly face all day. Oh, that's good. Alright. Last pulla roll. Now, if I was really the industrious type, I'd make these smaller. I'd roll them like this and then I'd braid them together. But again, these are individual pulla. Don't have to slice the loaf. That's good looking stuff. I tell you, that's just, I'm more than pleased with that. Probably won't fill the pan all the way up, but that's okay. You put them closer together, they'll kind of go up instead of out. So how you want to do them is up to you. You want them bigger, put them a little further apart. You want them to appear smaller, put them closer together. They're not going to be any less dough in them, doesn't matter where you put them. When you put them further apart, they kind of tend to look bigger. Get you over, you look good over. You put that in there, there, and there. And that is 40101, another pan ready. Now, I'm going to put these over the proof for about 30 minutes, maybe an hour. I'll go out in the snowstorm, feed the birds, because she who ruled has so ordered it. And we'll be back for part 3.